Hello angels, I'm Miss Quiet Queen and you're now tuned in to the Quiet Queen Project. Welcome back to my channel once again. Well, let's bring back some old school type lessons that I used to. I felt like over the past 2 or 3 years I've become more political, and that can't be avoided considering the state that our world is in today. But let's go back to some old Miss Quiet Queen information type videos, okay? So that we can relearn the things that we may have forgotten, because we're going to need it, especially because of what our world is going through. Let's talk about the different realms of existence. I'm looking at notes. But we have different realms of existence, okay? Now, you remember when I talked to you about the different realms, right? There are countless realms, but there are 10 that I could tell you about. I'm going to start off with the first 5. You already know about the first one. It's the physical realm. Now, let me give you something to think on, paint a picture for you. Oh, the Olympic rings. Think about the Olympic rings. Remember how they're interlocked? Well, the God realms are like that too. So you got the first realm, which is the physical realm, right? It's the physical realm. And then the second realm is called the Astral Realm, okay? So you know what the physical realm is. Let me just explain to you each realm real quick. The physical realm is the realm where the physical soul is trapped. Somehow we got trapped down here doing lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. There's many different reasons why we were trapped. That's a whole nother video. We can talk about that later. But the physical realm is a realm where your soul is trapped. And it is also represented by thunder. Understand that every realm of existence is represented by a chant, a sound, and a scent. But we're not going to get into that too much. I talk about these chants, sounds, and scents of the hush mammals. And if you go on over to my channel and become a member, you'll know more about that, because I'm not going to explain it here. I'm going to tease you about it, but you got to go and buy a membership. But anyway, number 2 is the Astral Realm, and I'm saying A-S-T-R-A-L. Some people say A-S-T-R-O, Astro. No, that's Travis Scott's thing. We ain't saying Astro World. We're saying Astral World. Okay? Now, the Astral World has another name, just like the physical world. It's also called Kala. And Kala is represented by the roar of the sea. I'm saying roar of the sea. When you go to the astral realm and you hear waves and a really aggressive sea, that's how you know when you're in the astral realm. Now, the astral realm or world is very popular for ghosts. It's where you leave when you go to sleep. That's where you go immediately to the astral realm, the 4th realm. That's realm 4. Okay? That's where you go. That's where all psychic ideas are kept there on the astral realm. When most people pass away on this physical realm, they immediately go, most of the time, most people immediately go to the 4th realm. That's why you see your loved ones when you go to sleep and you dream, because we go to the astral realm when we're dreaming. We're in the same place where people go that died. They're there. That's why you see them, and it's very much real. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not, because the astral realm is very much real. Of course, the elite are going to tell you that it's evil. Of course, they're going to tell you don't believe it. And of course, they're going to teach and train their preachers who work for the government to teach and preach that what I'm telling you right now is evil and hateful, and you should not learn about it, because they want to keep the truth from you, so they can from you and I, so they can continue to reign over us. That's got to stop. And it needs to stop now. So the next one, okay, so remember, we're in the physical, and then there's the astral, and then there's the casual plane. Okay? Now we're at the third one from the top. Physical, astral, casual. Now if you meditate well enough, hard enough, and good enough to make it to the casual plane, you should hear tinkling bells. That's why in the occult practices they use bells. Bells, it wakes up a certain energy pattern. It moves that energy on the casual plane. It sounds like twinkling bells. Okay? So if you hear the roaring sea and in the faint distance you can hear twinkling bells, which I did one day, I was really close to the casual plane. Now the casual plane is where memories, karmic patterns, and past life information is stored. So anything having to do with your past life, you want to know what your karma was from past life, you need to get to the the casual plane. Also the casual plane is where karma is met, where your karmic pattern is met. This is why members of the religion called Ekankar, the reason why they dream jump and go into your dream is their mission is to try to help you dispel karmic energies. They can actually go to into your dream. The living Ekmaster, his name is Harold Klemp. I met him, not in person, but I did meet him in a dream. I did just practice that religion for a while. They certainly do come to you in dreams. I won't say all of the Ekmasters came to me, but a great deal of them came to me in one dream. And I'll tell you about that dream real soon, because I am starting back doing the dream series. But he did come to me. His color is blue. I remember one time, just before I stopped practicing Ekankar, I was having a nightmare. And then he showed up, but he was sitting down, and he said to me, "Just sing Hugh," because he knew I was about to wake up. I'm like, I don't want to have time for this shit, so I want to. No, he's like, no, just sing Hugh. It got me thinking. I'm like, why did you come to me just as I was having a nightmare? Did you give me the nightmare so I can come? I don't know. I was kind of feeling like, I don't know if I really want to do this, but I want to go back and do it because I'm ready to reach out to the living Ekmasters who have been around for thousands of years. They have just learned how to be a being without needing to be in this physical body. Now they can come back into their physical body. I don't know how they do it, but they supposedly teach you how. You have to be initiated. Okay, you go through certain levels. Go ahead and look up Ekankar. They call him Sri Harold Klemp. That's his title, Sri, SRI. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that. I'm going to get back on the talking about the different planes of existence, shall we? Yes, let's. So the next one is called the mental plane. Now, the mental plane is about the mind, right? Of course. And the sound of the mental plane is O-U-M, or Om. Okay? And it sounds like running water. Like you turn on the faucet and just water's just running. That is what the mental plane sounds like. Now, the mental plane is supposed to teach you about God. Philosophies and conventional concepts, things like that. Now, the next plane of existence. Do you remember what it is? Because I told y'all this before. It's the etheric plane. Remember the etheric plane? I remember almost being in the etheric plane when I was asleep one time because I heard buzzing and I was talking to my mentor from Ekankar. Because when you first join Ekankar, they assign a member to you, a mentor to you. And she said, "Oh, you were near the arethic plane. If you heard buzzing, because I heard like a lot of bees, and I remember in my dream I was doing like this, like, oh my god, I hear bees. But it was the arethic plane. Now the arethic plane is also called Baju. It's phonetically it looks like Bahjoo, Baju, and it sounds like buzzing of bees, and it is the last of the lower planes. It is the plane just before you get to the big God realms. Now, when some people pass away, depending on how they live their life, will determine which one of these realms they go to. Most people, I'm going to say maybe 90% of people go to the astral realm first. They do elevate, especially if you elevate them. Oh yeah, you didn't know that? You can elevate your family. I elevated my mother and my father. I know for sure I elevated my mother. I think I elevated my father too. Someone who is woke, someone who loves them, someone, I'm talking about your loved one. If if you're someone who is woke and you understand the realms, different realms of existence, and you want your loved one to be in peace, maybe they died tragically. Because a lot of times when people die tragically, they don't know that they're dead for a long time. And they can keep coming back, and people can feel like they're being haunted by this person, but this person don't know that they're dead. So if you sit down and you try to connect with their energy with a glass of water sitting on your altar, maybe a picture of them or something that they really like, their favorite food, or if they liked smoking a cigarette, put a cigarette there. If they like to drink strawberry shakes, and put a shake there. If they had a pair of earrings that they always wore, put that there. Do something to connect with them and let them know, dear beloved so-and-so, I love you so much. I don't want to let you go, but I have to let you go, and this is why I'm exalting you now. That helps them to move through the planes. Okay? Now, I'm not going to, excuse me. I love these. Not being sponsored, but I love these. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the other 5, the God planes. Not going to talk about that now. I gave y'all 13 minutes of the lower planes. Think on that for a while. Y'all see my lights flicker? There's going to be more videos like this, trying to bring back some more information, build up my channel again, because a lot of new things is happening this year. Okay, we're gonna find out a lot of information. A lot of secrets are being revealed, and not just the ones I'm putting in my book. I thank you right now. I appreciate you. If you're not if you're not a subscriber of my channel, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It helps me get in the algorithm. And tell somebody, share this video, okay? And become a member so I can tell y'all some things that I am not going to say on this channel. I already showed them the gargoyle. That's a real live gargoyle that I live with and communicate with. I'm going to be reading from my book, a chapter from the book. I asked my members which chapter they want me to read. They told me, so I'm going to read that. I'm also going to teach my members how to read someone's mind, because I know how to do that. And I'm going to teach them that, and I'm going to teach them a few other things. Also, never mind. I ain't going to tell y'all that. If you want to know, go become a member. Okay? Become a member. It's not that expensive. Okay? Be a member of Miss Choir Queen Project. And I will see you soon. Love you like a play cousin. Stay in the light.